So this is really interesting. So I don't know how far back you realize we planned to do, and then Tua happened, and somebody else was like, haha, we're gonna give you an Arts and Science Award. Please listen to the words of our herald.
We're working on it. 1 second. When word of one's skills as an artisan do reach our ears, we would mark them with a wolf's paw. Hero the responsible works.
I don't have to rhyme tonight.
Has inspired our populace to pass tales of the mastery of their craft. As such, we, Eamon and Sarah, Baron and Baroness of Borealis, would see you recognized and entered into our Order of the Wolf's Paw. Receive this charter signed with our hand and seal and show witness of your entry to this order, done this 14th day of June, Anno Societatis 16.
This award is much like the last one. It was designed by Yura and Sarah. It was illuminated by Yura, and the words were written by me.
Laura is a fantastic scribe.
She does all of our stuff, and she's amazing.
Will the event stewards present themselves before their excellencies?
Did you guys have fun today? It's through the hard work of these individuals and their volunteer crew that we can have events this awesome. So, as a token of our appreciation, we have.
I might also add, again, this is his very first time ever running an event, so. The weather didn't quite cooperate, but this has been very, very fun.
Well, it's really your fault.
Yes. So please, now it's still ahead
Thank you all very much for coming. It was fantastic to put this event together for you. If the weather could make up its mind for next year, that would be delightful. But we do appreciate everyone coming out. In some ways, Silverwolf is very easy to run because we have the consistent site, but in other ways, it's challenging. So thank you all for coming out. Thanks very much to all of our volunteers, for Nesta the Bright for running the gate, to Signy for the fantastic feast and all of the kitchen helpers. Thank you very much to our bar staff for keeping us well watered. We do have one small ask of you, which is just because we are so focused in the hall today, please take a couple extra moments to make sure that you are packing out everything that you packed in with. We don't want a huge lost and found table. And if you are still around tomorrow morning, we could use some volunteers to help make sure that the hall is spotless, because they like us here and we'd like to keep that going. Thank you. Thank you.
Thus closes the court of their excellencies of Borealis, Eamon and Sarah.
The court of Rogan and Astrid. Would Llewellyn and the Gnome please present themselves to their majesties?
No. Oh.
Beneath the Grisel, the Norns weave bright.
There appears to be Llewellyn Day today. We've been watching Llewellyn, and the growth has been spectacular. It's truly a pleasure to watch you fight. You're doing really well, and it's good to watch. We also really enjoy watching your development in the SC. You've been here your whole life, right? And so as somebody who has been here for that time, it's actually rewarding in a way to see a kid brought up by the society or by our community in general, when we all have touch on that. We all have a way of developing our community that we can grow good people, and we've grown good people.
Woo!
And, yeah, thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you for everything you are going to be doing. Your future is bright. And please feel the words of my own.
Beneath Yggdrasil, the Norns weave bright threads of fate in day and night. Lord with wisdom from the past, Verdandi shapes the present's path. Skulled with visions clear and true, guides the paths that lie ahead of you. O Norns with hands so fine, we thank you for the threads divine. For in your weave our lives are spun, a timeless dance, forever one. With gratitude we honor you, for all you craft and all you do. In your embrace we find our way to grant an award of arms on this day. This 14th day of June, Anno Societatis 60, so say we, Rogan and Astrid. Scroll design, Duchess Aisha, illumination by her ladyship Althea, and calligraphy by Duchess Baba Swanita. Their Majesties have words.
When we went down, it's a little bit of an overwhelming experience. You kind of have a rush of emotions, and that's really good. And then you kind of step back, and oh, what did I just do? And so then you start looking at your team around you, right? And when you start looking at your officers, the first officer that comes to mind is essential. They are kind of in charge of the whole thing. And we looked at our seneschal, and is a sign of relief. We have a strong seneschal. We have Renee Carr, right? And we have known the work that she has done over the years. We were comforted by that. Then we found out that Renee stepped down, which wasn't so good. Then we found out that we'll stop stepping up, and there we are, back there. And so that was reassuring. Yeah. We just want you all to know how appreciative we are of the work that Renee has done over the years, and that while we are sorry that she is leaving, we want everybody to know that she is valued and that her work has been fantastic. So with that, we would call forward Sal.
We don't do this.
Countess do you now swear fealty to Rogan and Astrid, your undoubted king and queen, that you will support and defend them and Avacal from all harm and strife, so long as they remain your rightful sovereign?
Yes, I so swear.
And I'll not forget, or fail to reward that which is given.
Guilty with love, valor with honor.
Justice. So say we, Rogan,
So say
Their Majesties call forth Emmett at Malabar before them.
And the theme continues. So, when we were at coordination, we were trying to find ways to engage our staff, right? And we had this silly little game where we had these clothespins that were stuck on members of our team, and the goal was to steal a clothespin, right? it's supposed to be just a fun way to do it. This guy took over. And it was just an absolute, like being on fire. Good for being. And we see that in this family in general.
Good people.
We see engagement, we see community, we see just people that are just fostering a sense of fun, and we want to reward that. We want to encourage it. We absolutely love what these guys are doing, and please.
Upon this day, in court with solemn grace, we, Rogan of Griffin Crown and Realm Endorn, and Astrid, our fair queen, in love's embrace, do lift Emmet for deeds well earned. Though through still and service, loyalty displayed, the name upon the roll of arms we write. In true honor, where noble hearts are made, a mark of worth to shine through darkest night. With an AOA they stand, honor bright, their arms now borne with pride in all the land. A symbol clear that justice, truth, and might shall ever guide the course by their own hand. So let it be proclaimed in voice and song that Emmet ap Malabar to the nobility belongs. This 14th day of June, Anno Societatis 60.
Woo!
Words by Nevada Steve Rogan, scroll design by Rosalind, and illumination by Calvin Hawks. Her Grace Kira has business before this court.
Thank you. I shall make this very quick. It was a pleasure, obviously, to be a part of Borealis. And to that extent, I would absolutely love to invite everyone to come down to Montgard as we now choose our heavy and archery champion at Dragon Slayer. So, if you are available on July 18th, 19th, and 20th, please come join us, and we will be choosing our new champions. I would love to see you all come test their mettle. You should earn their privileges. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
His Grace Elias has business before this court.
Greetings, Avacal.
Hi.
You're getting it. I have been given the pleasure to promote and announce and encourage you all to come out to Avacal 10 year. Happening but 2 weeks away. This is an incredible event. We have people coming from all over the world, not Alberta, not just BC. They're coming up from the States, they're coming from overseas, and it is an incredible chance for us to act as ambassadors, not only put our best foot forward, but to partake in all the activities that are going on. His Majesty has put together an incredible event where we're going to have classes, archery, heavy fighting, war fighting, rapier fighting, feasting, scavenger hunts, everything you could possibly imagine. A couple new things that are going to be happening is the parade this year. Each army is going to parade around the town square before the war. Come out and see an incredible show. There will be a war point offered for it. Borealis, step
Huzzah! We have stepped up.
Excellent. As well as there are vigils going on. There is the night market going on. The essential peasant is going to be there. So if you have any extra garb, that one piece that's been laying in your closet for years and years and years, that one, hey, that's a nice tunic. My cat seems attached to it, but if I wash it, I can probably sell it. Yes, you can. Remember the wash part. Bring it into the essential peasant, we sell it for you. It is an excellent way to pass your garb on, give it a second life. Not only that, but that entire week, there's going to be so much for every single person there. We're going to meet so many people. We're going to be ambassadors to the world. This is an excellent opportunity, and we hope to see every one of you out there. So please, come out and enjoy Avacal 10.
Would all those who wish to swear fealty fealty to their majesties, please come forward. Do you now swear fealty to Rogan and Astrid, your undoubted king and queen, that you will support and defend them and Avacal from all harm or strife, so long as they remain your rightful sovereigns?
I so swear.
Your oath we do here, and will not forget, nor fail to reward
That which is given. Fealty with love, valor with honor, oath breaking with justice.
So say we, Rogan, King, now.
So say me, Astrid, Queen, Avacal.
Thank you.
The strength and stability of the kingdom lies in the virtues of its people. The pillars of a kingdom come not from crowns alone, but also from those who exemplify the values inherent in the dream, the peers. The desire to make what once was lost, to find the drive to see the impossible made possible, to bring back an age only dreamed of in the pages of history. Today is a day when new paths are laid and new doors are opened.
We are incredibly privileged to open a new peerage. This is not something that happens regularly. This is not something that many people get to do. We are absolutely honored to get to do this. The archery community in Avacal has been strong for a number of years, and one of the benefits of Avacal is that we're small. You built such a community across different disciplines that you end up knowing people that aren't necessarily always playing your part of the game. And so when you're on an Inter-Kingdom war, like one of the big ones, and an archer shoots you across the field, you have no idea who they are. They're just a faceless person. When you're at Flood War, or when you're at Winter War, or when you're in an Avacalian event, you know exactly who it is. That's right. And you also are seeing who it is that is participating in the target archery. You're knowing who your thrown weapon people are. You're knowing who it is that's building your siege weapons. You are engaged in the communities even if you're not an active player in those communities. And because of that, you end up knowing the depth of the character in those people that are participating. And so because of that, we've known that there are peer-like people in the archery community for years. There's never been a peerage to offer them a peerage, but they have been there. And they have been contributing to this kingdom for as long as I can remember. And so we have an incredible opportunity to really recognize what has always been there, and to recognize the excellence that these people have put forward over the years. And yeah, we're just so excited to do it. Thank you. Woo!
Their Majesties of Avacal would ask a representative of companions of the orders of Chivalry, Laurel, Pelican, and Defense to join them.
Greetings to you, companions of our peerages. Each of you is a peer of this realm
by virtue of your
by virtue of your skills,
service,
service,
loyalty,
loyalty,
and the sharing of your talents
and the sharing of your talents
with the people of the kingdom.
with the people of the kingdom.
Today we witness the creation
Today we witness the creation
of a new order to join you
of a new order to join you
in order and merit.
in order and merit. Harold, please speak to this order.
On June 5th, Honor Societatis 59, the Board of Directors of the Society for Creative Anachronism created a new peerage order to recognize those individuals who, possessing all the other skills, virtues, and attributes appropriate to members of the peerage, shall also have distinguished themselves by outstanding achievement in ranged martial pursuits, including archery, thrown weapons, and siege engineering. The name of this order shall be the Order of the Mark, an ancient term for a target. Those called to this order have shown exceptional skills in hitting their marks, be it on the range, war field, or hunting ground. This new order shall rank in precedence with the other peerages and shall carry with it a patent of arms. Representatives of the peerages in Avacal, you have heard the words of the directors. Do you support the creation of the Order of the Mark and support its inclusion in Avacal?
I so swear.
Do you swear to offer your assistance to the leaders of this new order as it grows into its own, sharing your own skills until the Order of the Mark is fully established within the bounds of our kingdom?
I so swear.
Would Thorvald Grimson please come before their majesties?
Majesties, my vote.
Your majesties, in token of their craft and in pledge of their continuing fealty, Thorvald here renders up to you their bow into your majesty's keeping.
And thy sword.
And sword. Thorvald Grimson, that all may know of your work.
Thorvald Grimson, so that all may know of your work.
We would hear from those who would speak of your deeds.
We would hear from those who speak of your deeds. Morgan.
I speak on behalf of the royal peerage of Avacal. We have a long and illustrious history. The thing about the royal peerage is we speak of chivalry in small deeds, in small words, and in small ways, which make up the fabric of what we weave together as a kingdom and as a people. When I was a princess, all those long years ago, I was alone, I was scared, and I had few friends. This man was my friend. He stood as Castellan of our barony when our baron and baroness were removed. There was a lot of disruption. I was a princess standing at that point in time. It was difficult and it was hard. And many of our people know those days. Thorvald, in quiet, small words, spoke in big ways about how we, in small ways, make a great fabric and a beautiful tapestry. It is my honor and my joy to speak of this man's chivalry and his impact on our kingdom and on the greater known world. Thank you, your majesties, for this great honor. And thank you, Thorvald, for being my friend those days when it was very dark.
Elias.
All that thing. Your Majesty, the sun and heat today is blinding me. If I may.
Please do.
I have been asked, although I think it may be thinking it's a mistake now, to speak on behalf of the chivalry of Master Silverwolf. The chivalry in the SCA has long-standing been the one order that is always in fealty. No matter who wears the crown, whether it be the newest person that walks in to their event, to one of the members who have been working for ages and tirelessly, the chivalry will be there to bend a knee, to lend a hand, to give support, to defend, to reprimand, to encourage, all these things the members of the chivalry embody. These things are shared by this man. He has always been there for the newest person, for the people who have been there forever, willing to give knowledge freely, willing to give time freely, willing to give his heart to Avacal freely. As a member of the chivalry and as his protege and apprentice, I have been blessed to have him bring me along this path. I have accomplished many great things. I've stood where His Majesty stands. I've stood where many of these champions have stood. I have sat among you and done so many incredible things. None of it would have been possible without this man. I spoke to you earlier, and the words that most rang true. You made me a better person. Thus, as a member of the chivalry, I would speak to this man's character and would beg you to do admittance into this order.
Mistress Isabella Kendall speak on behalf of the Order of the Laurel.
Please do.
We spoke earlier today, as we have spoken many times in the last 2 decades. A long time ago, when the world was young and I was young, this man was already here. Old in his wisdom, if not in his hair then. I cannot speak to his skill as an archer. I'm a scholar and a tailor. But I think it's fitting. He already has a peerage for scholarship. And he has won the Madman for service. So now, Her Majesties have seen fit to bestow upon him a martial peerage. And I would put to you, as I did earlier, that therefore makes you a Renaissance man, and you really must amend your clothing.
Would Mistress Joan the Just speak on behalf of the Order of the Pelican?
My lords and ladies, I have known this Master Thorvald for over 40 years.
Woo!
He was in the SCA when I first joined in 1984. Now, I can speak of many things what he has been, but what he has been to me has been a something to look forward to, something to look up to. He did a lot for light fighters when I was a light fighter. He did showed people how to measure bows, arrows, anything to do with light fighting. And when I was in the castle against him, the first order most people had was, get Thorvald first. I always remember that. That was my orders when I was a yeoman, get Thorvald first. And as for wisdom, I would say when I was made a pelican in 1998, I walked out of court with Thorvald on one side of me and I said, what can I do now? And Thorvald's words were, just keep doing it, Joan, just keep doing it. So there's the words of wisdom I got from Master Thorvald. My son, Hamish, also said, Mom, when you're there, tell everybody how I looked up to Thorvald as a light as well, because that's what my son was, a light and a yeoman. So we can contribute in those days to everything that lights in Avacal were about. We learned from Thorvald. He also wrote a book with Darcy of Equestray on how to, your armor, the rules of the list, and so on, to do with lights. So that's what I'm speaking to him about. And he deserves whatever he's getting right now, for sure.
Would Raoul de la Roche speak for the Order of Defense?
Your Majesties, Raoul could not make it today, but he did send me words to read, if I might.
Please do.
These words are from Raoul. I've been in the SCA for almost 40 years. When I started, Thorvald's reputation as a deadly archer was already established, as we found out. I would like to share a story. At the first Clinton, Raoul went to where there was one battle, where there were 3 of us from Mergenwood that ended up separated from the rest of the forces. There was a sizable group of the enemy heading our way, but luck would have it that we were at a fence line with a narrow opening. We figured our best chance was to hold that gap. We could see some archers that were some distance away along the tree line, and we judged them to be of little threat. But just in case, we were keeping an eye on them, and kept our shields up and our swords across our faces to protect our heads, leaving only a very small target for the archers to hit. We thought we were in pretty good position. The 3 of us nicely controlling the gap in the fence. That's when it all went wrong. One of those archers was Thorvald. From a distance, we thought we were safe, but he lobbed an arrow that threaded the needle between the shield and the sword and took out the fighter in the center of our line. After that, we were quickly surrounded and wiped out. Avacal earned a reputation for exceptional archers on the field. That reputation built on the archers like you, Thorvald. He gave archers a target to aspire to. He is the foundation that our combat archery community is built upon. And I feel that it's very fitting that he should become a premier of the Order of the March.
Phelan O'Daly, speak for the populace.
This is another 40-year-old story. In the early stages of Winter War, at the end of it, as a new fighter, was the beginning of the holy shit, there we were stories. And when one person said, when Thorvald was on the field, holy shit, there he is. And he took pleasure in doing things. I'm sure this was him. With I think my second Winter War in 19. I was fighting in a tribe. There was 2 of us in a shield, and I had a pike behind me. And there was the battles going on and noise and stuff. And Brian von Swanstein, a name that no one knows, was babbling in my ear, and I turned, and my partner turned, and this arrow comes, bam, right in the chest. I turn around, bam, arrow in the eye. So I'm looking down at Brian, and I said, what were you saying? He says, keep the shields closed. That was new. Good advice. One of my other first memories of this man was a feast at a winter war in 1900. A roast hog come walking in, and a song was sang. I would ask you to sing it, but I'm not putting you on the spot. If you get a chance, listen to the song. Axe time.
Axe time, sword time. Axe time,
Sword time. Go back to the old time.
Wings time, wolves time. Here's the hammer of Thor.
He sang that as the very well done pig came walking in. There was candles and the ambiance, and I'm going, holy shit, this is why I'm here. He has it, you're worried about his clothes. There's another set of clothes that I'm glad he's not wearing tonight. With a big pointy hat and a funny thing, and you put people in some order. You know nothing about it, right? Anyway, with that, as a populist, you were one of the first people I met. You were second, you were probably third. It was quite the gang. And you took us down a path, then here we are. We're still here. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
If you do not, as a populist, if you do not know this man, please look him up, give him a call. He can tell you stories and times and make you cry and make you laugh. And I am so glad that you are the premier in this order, because you've always been number one in the archery world in my heart. Sorry, Joan, I know you shot things, but you've always been number one, and I'm glad you are number one. Congratulations, brother.
Thorvald, do you currently owe fealty to another?
I do not.
Thorvald Grimson, by right mindful of your achievements.
Thorvald Grimson, right mindful of your achievements.
And devotion to the realm.
And devotion to the realm.
And responsive to the recommendations of the community.
And responsive to the recommendations of the community.
We are minded to create you.
We are minded to create you.
A premier peer of the Order of the Mark.
The premier peer of the Order of the Mark.
Will you accept from us this honor?
Will you accept from us this honor?
And the responsibilities that come with it?
And the responsibilities that come with it.
Your Majesties, I will accept this.
Will you, to the best of your ability,
Will you, to the best of your ability,
continue your journey of honor and skill,
continue your journey of honor and skill,
as you have from the beginning,
as befits a peer,
and train any dependents you may have,
and train any dependents that you may have,
to do likewise, so far as it is within your power.
So far as it is within your power.
Your Majesties, I will do that.
Rogan King, wise ruler of Avacal wide, wishes to raise one to order most wondrous. Astrid Queen seeks a singular soul, skilled archer of surpassing service. Thorvald Grimson, chosen as companion, courtesy and cunning shown on ranges countless. Mentor and teacher also are his titles. Tutor of Avacal's archers teaming. Order of the Mark he is made. Many sing praises for his new mantle. Go forth, bearing this order's badge. Boldly wear 2 argent bracers, tinctureless, a set of nesting weights within, and conjoined to a maskell flurry to the upper points. So do we, Rogan and Astrid, King and Queen of Avacal, declare this to be so, and thus we set our hand and seal upon this proclamation on this 14th day of June, Anno Societatis 60. Rob Joffrey's daughter, wordsmith Master Jean de Chauliac.
Elias, you have that bracer? Can you speak as lineage?
Yes. I've poured my heart and soul into this bracer. For me, it represents every lost arrow, every championship won, every tournament won, every joy and tear that I shared teaching and working in the archery community with all the amazing people. And none of it would have been possible without this man. Thus do I now surrender this bracer to you. If you make that song,
Thank you. Thank you for the words.
Take the second bracer
Take the second bracer
from our hands to protect you
from our hands to protect you
from harm and to remind you of your status.
from harm and to remind you of your status.
Bring forth the medallion made for the premier members by Ogadai Valador. From our hands, take this token as a mark of your achievement, and so all will.
From our hands, take this token as a mark of your achievement, and so all will know you.
Henceforth, be Ranger Thorvald in our society.
And henceforth, be Ranger Thorvald within our society.
Bring forth the heart of the mark.
Bring forth the heart of the mark.
This temporary container will be replaced. Sorry, this is bring forth the heart of the mark. This temporary container will be replaced with a much better one as soon as possible.
We are developing a piece of Kingdom Regalia that is going to hold the oaths of all the marks going forward. There is going to be a token that is going to be given from the peers to the regalia that will be stored there. So some people will choose thrown weapons, some people will choose arrows, some people will choose an element of a siege weapon, whatever fits their journey in the SCA. We're going to make a box. We haven't got there yet, but it's going to be a holder of all the oaths of the new peerage. And as the peerage is, as the new peerage develop, they will put their token into the box, and that will be the vessel that will hold their oaths.
Do you have your contribution to the heart of the mark?
Thank you. Your Majesties, to the heart of the mark, I give an arrow in symbol of my loyalty to the members, current and future, of the Order of the Mark.
Having been made a peer of the Order of the Mark, will you now swear fealty to this, our crown and realm?
I will. Crown.
Do you now swear fealty to Rogan and Astrid, your undoubted king and queen, that you will support and defend them and Avacal from all harm or strife, so long as they remain your rightful sovereigns?
I so swear.
Your oath we do here, and will not forget, nor fail to reward that which is given. Fealty with love, valor with honor, oath breaking with justice. So say we, Rogan, king of Avacal.
So say we, Astrid, queen of Avacal.
Rise. Here are returned that which you willingly surrendered. and you now will be recognized as a peer of Avacal. Go now to your peers and be welcome. For the first Avacal member of the Order of the Mark, 3 cheers! Hip hip!
Huzzah! 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 Long live Rosenmaster!
Long live Reverend Odis!
Long live Reverend Adis!
Long live Alexios and Amia!
Long live Alexios and Amia!
Long live Eamon and Sarah!
Long live Eamon and Sarah! Together we conquer!